Okay, so here is the explanation for our little vocabulary activity before you guys start the investigation on Desmos. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to start off with the word polynomial. So if you don't remember what polynomial means, we can try to separate it into our little prefix and suffix. So the prefix poly, hopefully you remember, means many. And nomial means name, but we kind of use it to refer to the word term. So this just means many terms, okay? That's all this little guy means. So an example of this, or the definition, would be that f of x is equal to ax to the n plus bx to the n minus 1. And it can go all the way out to cx plus d. So you could have as many terms as you wanted. You line them up in descending power order. You have little coefficients. That's what the A, B, C, and D are. A cannot equal 0, and all exponents are positive whole numbers. So it's probably pretty hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so there's our little definition. So an example would be maybe f of x is equal to 3x to the 4th plus 1/2 x squared plus 1. A non-example would be if you had g of x equals 2x to the negative 1 plus 4x to the 1/2. So the issue with this is the negative 1 and the 1/2. These make it rational, a rational function, not a polynomial. And then the important part here is that your exponents are positive whole numbers. Okay. Degree is going to be the highest power. Okay, of x. That means it's the biggest exponent. Okay. So for example, in the polynomial f of x equals 3x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 4x plus 1, our degree is 4. Okay. So degree 4, the highest power is 4. It's the biggest exponent. Okay, in behavior, and remember that you can pause this video and take time to write down stuff. I'm trying to go quickly so that the video isn't very long. Our in behavior is what is happening to your y values as x approaches infinity, or as x approaches negative infinity. Okay, so if you have a function that maybe looks like this, this is your left and this is your right side. So our left is decreasing, or the y we could say is approaching negative infinity, and the right is increasing, or you could say that y is approaching positive infinity. That's for this particular example. The y approaches negative infinity and y approaches positive infinity are not necessarily, so these two right here, are not necessarily always going to be true. You could have a function with a horizontal asymptote that like approaches a particular constant number, not just infinity. Okay, but you're looking at like basically what the arrows here are doing for in behavior. Our leading coefficient is going to be the number in front of the variable, and specifically the variable with the highest power. Okay, so if we have f of x, we're going to use the same function we've been using, 3x to the fourth plus 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. The leading coefficient, I'm going to abbreviate as LC. So LC is leading coefficient, is going to be 3. Okay, and that's because the 3 is in front of the term that has the highest exponent right there. Okay, so 4 is bigger than 2 or 1 or 0, which is here. Turning points are where the function changes direction. Okay, these are going to be maximums or minimums. Sorry. Okay, so an example would be if I had the function maybe that went like this. My turning points are going to be here, here, and here. Okay, I'll highlight those. And we can call them TP or turning points. Okay. Roots, zeros, x-intercepts. So these 3 words all mean the same thing. Okay. These are the x values. Where the graph crosses the x-axis. And this is where y is equal to 0 specifically. Okay, so if we look at maybe a function like this, my x-intercepts are here and here. Okay, I believe the document that has the solutions to this has this minimum coming here, and it highlights that. That would also be true. I just sorry. And then touches versus crosses the x-axis. So touches, it's going to intersect. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant opposite. So crosses is going to be intersecting. And then touches is going to be just touching. I don't know a better word. It's going to be like where it goes down, touches it, and then bounces back up. Whereas intersecting is going to be like crossing something. Okay. And then we could draw an example. Okay. So right here is going to be where it crosses. And here is going to be where it touches. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, so here, crosses, touches. Okay. All right, so that's that. Good luck on your investigation. Write on the discussion board if you have questions about any of this. Have a great day.